Hey guys, talk with Cyclone FPV, and I'm getting ready to do a live build. And I already, as soon as I posted that last video, I got some of y'all were writing me, Steven, Charles, I got y'all's messages. Steven, to answer your question, yes, the long range, the Cruiser 4-inch, I put it through some testing. It looks like it's fine. I did pull your camera for you on your for your Vista, so I'm making a note right now down here so that I can get back to you later tonight. Okay, I'm sorry, it was a little crazy of a week. I had my kids this weekend, but things are settling down, so I will get back with you this evening. So that's number one. And Charles, I can only see that you messaged me. It popped up on my screen up here, but I haven't been able to read it, so give me a little bit and I'll go check that out. All right, let me explain to you what we're doing, guys. Okay, so as the title says, we are going to build, this is the new Titus frame. Remember the old one, which I showed you here. This is the original, and this is a 4mm version of the original. So these are actually, thickness-wise, these are identical, okay? And this will be one that I probably use for something else since I'm changing the entire since I've changed the entire frame around. But here's what's really cool about this. Hey Ray, what's going on? So here's the deal. This is going to be for Dustin, and one of the things Dustin wanted to do is he wanted to put the prop guards on. Now, I will say that Jack Shaughnessy was the first person to get a Titus frame with the prop guards on it, and at that time that was the original size frame. And so hold on, I just noticed here when I was sanding this and I missed this, so give me a second here. I want to just smooth this edge out. I think it's just debris, but yeah, that's okay. All right, good. Let me get an alcohol pad and we'll wipe that clean. So anyways, Jack Shaughnessy got it, and at that time, the frame was just a tad bit smaller, therefore I had to cut the prop guards. Well, I think now this new frame is going to allow me to leave the prop guards fully intact, and I think the distance allows us to fit everything properly. So this should be pretty cool, guys. All right. Also want to give a shout out to my kids, Ashlyn, Landon, and Jaden. Hope y'all, all of y'all, had an awesome day at school. I love y'all. Cannot wait to see you on Thursday, and at the same time, see my son Jaden tonight at his football practice. Kick butt, dude's butt onto a football field, and I'm very excited. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to lay this out, kind of try to get an idea, and already you can see that on the 20x20 sets, this actually sits pretty good. So I think we're going to be actually pretty good on getting these prop guards to fit, which is definitely a positive in the scheme of things, because the original one, now here's where the question is going to be. Well, it'll be close right here. It'll be close. Actually, I think it's going to be like spot on. I don't think it can get any closer, to be honest with you. I think that's pretty much it right there. Those seem to line up fine, so we're just going to see. So here goes. And I'm going to zoom through some of this build because I've got to get to my son's football tonight, and I want to get Dustin his drone. I don't think I'll get the whole build done in this particular sitting, but if I quit yapping, it gives me a little bit of time. So I did prep the flight controller already because I was getting ready to do these for the school, so I decided to put Dustin in the list. What up, Jeff? When are you going to come down and visit, man? You think you're better than everybody in Texas? Psh, whatever. Anyways, let's get to it. Ready? I'm going to go and check this out. I just put the new, put my new soldering pad up here so I can clean this stupid tip here. So I'm going to go back, and I just want to go over it real quickly. Okay. And just make sure we're all set. I was just prepping it, and then I wrote Dustin, and I was asking him questions like, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go live now, and best way to do it. Don't even give anybody a chance to prepare. Just knock it out. All right. So we'll do this and this here. These are good. Everything else is good. Dustin's going to be using the, what up, Jeff Cart? What up, Angel? Dustin's going to be using the DJI transmitter, so we're good there. And actually, everything else is pretty much set to go. So let's go ahead and get mounted here. Let's get this mounted. So we're going to go ahead and put this like this. The only thing I could think of that's going to be a little bit of an issue is going to be getting to the USB. I think it's going to be a little difficult. And this frame is fresh cut, so I just got done cutting this one for Dustin. And I've got a few more builds to do with this frame, so I've got to cut some more. But let me just get this in here. Let's get going. All right. I'm going to stop wearing these glasses as much as I can. Okay. There we go. So we are retiring the old frame, and I think for Jack Shaughnessy's, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade his. because I want him to be able to have that new setup as well. We do have all the vistas, and I'll explain to you why we have been a little delayed on getting our stock in. Hello, UFPV, hello. The reason is this. We have been in touch with Cadex, right? And like I said before, we are going to become their repair center here, warranty center. Our new facility is opening up. We definitely have the room. We have the room now for it. We have the manpower to keep up with all these new things. I will be in the new facility starting right after Labor Day. So I'm letting the guys finish it up, and Sam and I here are just finishing up our stuff here, and we're taking things over. So with all of that, I wanted to, I've been thinking about getting, Angel, I'll tell you what, man, I mean, it took me just 1 or 2 times, and I loved it. What's up, Dustin? It took me 1 or 2 times to try it, then I really enjoyed it. You know, it's a good setup, man. I mean, it's a good setup. I think everybody else, you know, at this point, the expectations are you've got to get people to jump on board, you know, and you know, people like Free Sky and TBS. The DJI setup is really making, you know, it's making waves everywhere, really. So I would do it. I mean, I have no problems with it. I enjoy it, but I also enjoy my Free Sky radios. And for those of you that use TBS, I know you enjoy your TBS radio. So, you know, I mean, it's whatever you feel. There is a certain nice thing to having all of that. Tarsier I got for almost 2 months now. Still not. Yeah, they have had my Tarsier. Oh yeah, Corey, you should tell me, man, because we've told them, look, you know, we're trying to. Basically, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make that any brand that we sell, we can offer the warranty in-house. I'm getting tired of it's really discouraging, and trust me, if it was up to me, that's how it would be. You know, obviously HDLRC has been on board, JTMCU has been on board, Cadex is going to be on board. Some companies aren't, and I respect that. I mean, you know, they don't know us, and I respect the fact that, you know, they're a little cautious. But at the same time, it really sucks when you have a customer and you've got to send them out for a warranty. And the problem is, and I'll be very honest with you, there is an instance I remember with Hobbywing, for example. I did. You see that? I'm clean cut. You like that? I remember, and I think it was with Jeff actually. Hey, there's my son Jaden. What's up, Jaden? Hey, babe. Oh, she can't hear me. My son Jaden right there. What's up, big boy? So Jaden Maloof in the house. I love you, bud. Can't wait to see you football today. Anyway, so Hobbywing, for example, I think Jeff Campbell had one when we first started talking with Jeff, and he had a problem with it, and we're like, okay, I'm like, yeah, send it to me, man, and you just bought it for me, I'll get to take care of it. Well, Hobbywing did not want to deal with us on that level. They're like, no, your customer needs to be the one to send it in, and then we deal with them directly. I'm like, well, guys, I mean, now, please understand that was a couple of years ago, so I don't know if anything's changed. I've been a Hobbywing dealer for a little while, but it's not a big selling brand for me. But anyways, I was like, well, that sucks then, because not only can I not do anything, I can't even give my customer a replacement and me handle the RMA, you know. And so in some of those instances, it really does suck. My God, I'm not paying attention. What did he say? Thanks, Bubba. What's up? Let's see, what's up? I've been working today, been thinking about you guys, been showing everybody your football pictures because I'm so darn proud of you. And that's pretty much it. Just living the dream, waiting to see you guys on Thursday, and love you very much. What? I can't reverse Angel, so, oh yeah. We understand, Angel, but when time does permit, man, we look forward to you finally making it down here, brother. That's for sure. Okay, so we're going to measure the length of these wires, guys, so we can use this as our guide here. And this will help for any other builds like this. I don't have any notes because this is a custom build for Dustin. But let's just say that we are going to say that from the end of the heat shrink, we are going to want about 35 mil of wire length. All right, so let's just see where that puts us. And I'm going to mark it. I'm going to try to mark it here. If I put that down and I mark that wire right there, let's see how close that is. 35 mil. It's actually about 30 mil, I guess. Whatever. Sorry, I just have to be precise here because I have, like I said, I have no notes. So I want to make sure that if we're doing a kit for someone, we have the notes. Actually, you know what? No, I mean, it's I think 35 to even 40. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and get my go ahead and get my heat shrink, wherever the hell it might be. And let's see, I'll take this green one, I guess, for now. And I'm going to measure out. I'll measure out 40 first because I just want to make sure. This should be like 45, right? So, yeah, we'll take 5 mil off. So let me mark that real quickly. 5 mil. We'll go to 35. Why not? If we miss one motor, we'll just get another motor. Perfect. So let's cut that. All right, that's going to be our 40 mil right there. So let's go ahead and place that over our motor wires and feed that down to the heat shrink and flatten them out and cut them right there. And let's see if we're right. Beautiful. So that's the wire length for the front motors. Will be 35 mil. Okay. So let's get this out, and I'll put a label on this one when I'm done handling it. And so here we go. Love hearing from my boy, man. He's awesome. And we are going to be playing some more Rainbow Six and Rocket League. So can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying. All right, let's cut this one too. There we go. All right, we're gonna put these extra wires. I'm actually gonna toss these wires because I really don't need additional wires like these. But if you do need wires that are that thin, keep them. Okay. And then let's go ahead and tin these. Hey, Nelson, man, I'm sorry about that charger, man. I thought that was, you know, I'm really disappointed in it to the point where I'm not a dealer for that brand, but I'm thinking about writing them because they really need to step up on their website too. Everything is in Chinese, which I get it. I mean, they're Chinese. However, their help options are terrible if you can't read Chinese. You get to a certain point, and it's like, okay, everything makes sense, and then the manual's all Chinese or the download and or the instructions, whatever it is. And yeah, you can translate it, but even the translated version leaves a lot. Not to mention the fact that the firmware failed the first time, Nelson, but I'm going to get that in here. I'm actually going to send you a loaner charger while I do this because I don't want you to be without. So I told Sam to get in touch with you tomorrow, and we'll knock that out. But we're going to knock it out for you, okay? So don't you worry about that. Sometimes when people ask why we don't sell certain brands, and I'm like, look, the reason is because if I can't get them to give us permission to, you know, like, for example, like with the laser cutter that we do, that we are now the importer for, I'm like, guys, look, I'll import for you guys and we'll stock a ton of them, but you guys have to update your website to be more English friendly, or else I'm not going to try to sell something where the customer goes to your site and they can't understand what they're looking at. And they have to respect that. I mean, they want the U.S. customer, then they got to give them the U.S. Support, you know. And so that company, for example, was very good about it. And they're like, yeah, no problem. Tell us what we need to do, and we'll do it. Some other companies, boy, let me tell you something, man. They don't really care. And I'm not saying that's the company that did your stuff, but it does get a little concerning when they're appealing to the U.S. market, but they're not prepared to give U.S. market the support that it needs. All right, anyway, so let's go ahead and get these motors down. Oops. I guess I should let it cool first before I try to take it off. There we go. This is going to come out beautiful. Beautiful, I tell you. All right, so obviously we're going to get the tape. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pick a length here, so that's 4, 4, 16. Let's just go 20, so 20, 40. Let's go 50. I'll do 50, that'll be simple. So we'll do 50, and we'll just keep all the tape at 50. Okay, so we got 35 for motor wires and 50 for tape length. This will help me when I put this online to know exactly what the kit needs to come with. Okay, now, this is an interesting spot because I have to find a good place for this tape. So let's start with this area here. If I can get my fat fingers to do it. Okay, fat fingers aren't helping. So let's just start from the top here. There we go. Hold on a second. Let me change these wires. I put these two wires on. I've got them crossed, so let me Fix that real quickly, please. Just trying to figure out why it's coming out all weird looking. Let's put this one here. And let's put this one here. There we go. Perfect. Now it's going to look right. Let's take our hex screwdriver here and let's pull these straight. Run them under just like that. And try to ignore my Yorkies that have been going non-stop today. My lord. I don't know why they're so vocal today, but they are. One of the benefits of going to work at the shop will be that I don't have to hear the barking. That's barking. All right, so there we go with one, and then we'll take another one, Dustin, and see what we got. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait on that one because if we put the prop guard on, let me see how I want to put this on. Okay. So I'm going to put the prop guard on here in just a second, but I really want to get this part done. That won't change. That will not affect that outcome at all. So let's go ahead and put that, move that, get that out of the way, and let's get on to the next motor. Here it is. All right, let's take that, tuck these under. Cha-ching. Put these at a little bit more of an angle to maybe make it a little bit easier to stay on there. There it is, perfect. All right, I may adjust the other ones then when I get a second. Let's get this cut. I don't know where I just put that other piece, so we cut another one here. There we go. say perfect, but I don't like the way that wire sits. So I may end up just taking these off and twisting them, but I want to see if I can get it to sit just like that. Okay, so there it is there. Perfect, there we go. Now it sits. None of the wires hanging over the edge, so that's good. All right, so the front motor set. Okay, and let's see, now I want to try and see where we get with this prop guard. They gave us the screws here for this. This is going to be for a 2.8-inch setup. And let me grab the screws here. It should be enough for what I need, but this frame is pretty thick, so I just want to make sure. Let's see how much it gives us with this. That's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be enough. So I don't think they were intending for a frame to have that big of a base. So let me get 2mm M2s. Sorry, not 2mm, but M2. So let's see. We'll go with let's see what an 8 does. Let's see how an 8 looks. Okay, and let's get the prop guard. Okay, 8 isn't going to work, so we're going to 10. 10 mil it is, folks. That's what happens when you use good carbon. There we go. All right, so let's try that now, shall we? 10 might be a tad bit long, but it's a pretty thick prop guard, man. I mean, it's no joke here. So, and I will tell you that I hate trying to line up prop guards. It takes me 500 attempts to get all these damn holes lined up properly, but let's just see if I can not waste all of our time. Okay, so that's gonna line up like that. So that needs to flip over. There we go. God, this is the part I hate. Okay, now let's see, 10. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to put a washer. Let's see. It doesn't touch, but I'm not comfortable with it without a washer. So let me, well, actually, hold on a second. God, that's really close, but no, actually, I think it's going to be fine to tighten that. Hold on a second. Let me put the other one in and we'll see. We'll make the decision then. Let me see if I can line the things up first. This, I swear, I think it just on purpose hates me because I'll sit here all day doing this to get it to line up. I'll just go this route. Let me see if I can just go as close as I can to get this thing to go in. Sorry guys, but if you ever watch any of my videos where there's prop guards involved, it literally can take forever. All right, so at least we've got 2 in there. It's, now it clears. I mean, it clears. It's not It's not bad. I just wanted to make sure that when it was tightened down, it looks like it clears fine. So I'm just going to do the 3 motors here. Where I think it would be very close is going to be on the 4th screw, on the 4th hole over there, where we have the wires and the heat shrink. Because this clears here. Yeah, it does clear. That's fine. Okay, so let's just see what we've got. It clears this area. Now what I want to know is, I'm going to put this down and let me just make sure. See, here's the issue. Obviously it does clear, but getting to that USB is going to be a real fun job. So I think actually, yeah, you could probably dip that under there. You'd be fine. All right, good. So that's the answer to that question. All right, so that's done. Let's go to the next one. That looks pretty sweet. I'm going to jump to the back motors real quickly because I want to see how this is going to fit on the back. Again, it's going to be a pretty interesting fit. Let's just first get an idea of how long we want this wire to be. We may not even cut these wires. I'm not sure. Actually, I'll go this way because that prop wire is going to get in my way. So let me just put this right about here, run this down. I mean, yeah, we'll cut it. It's not enough to make a big deal about, but that's questionable for me, so hold on. Talking about cutting at about 5 mil. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it like it is. I have no reason to cut at 5 mil when I can tuck the wire underneath. I'm not really into the idea that cutting that's going to make a huge difference, but if I have to cut it only 5 mil, I'm not going to do it. So let's go ahead and just get this on here. And this way I can put the prop guard, of course. I don't want to do it on this side because I want to see how it fit with the other prop guard, which I should have waited to put on because now I got to solder around it, but that's okay. Let me just get these things tinned up kind of nicely here. And let's maneuver around this prop guard if we can to make this work. I'm going to end up taking this prop guard off. That's one. Two, and the last one. Perfect. All right. So let's go ahead, see what we end up with. It's quite interesting because I would say that we are probably going to be, I mean, this could get me closer, but right there. We'll see. It looks like it's going to fit. It's going to be very close. So let's find out. 10 mil. There we go. Yeah, Dustin, it's going to be cool, man. I mean, it's going to be neat. It'll be the first one that we've done on this new frame like this, and I think it's going to come out fitting really well. So, I mean, it would be out of pure luck if, and I mean, literally, it fits, and it's like, I don't know if you can see, but, I mean, let me see. Let me find the edge of this foil here. it would, I'm trying to gauge it. It's like it takes literally no effort to make this go through, but to kind of get a better idea. Let's see. Point being is it fits like a champ. I can't even argue it. So if I was to, this is the paper, this is the kind of waxy paper that I use when I'm setting up my CNC or my 3D printers. So it's like literally like you could just do that and you separate it. So these are set. There's no bending, there's no anything on this. This is going to be phenomenal. I'm really surprised that I didn't even think about that, extending that, what that was going to do here, but that actually made it end up looking really awesome. So that's great. Now, that being said, I have to take this off because I need to get the wiring done on the motor and get it taped down. But yeah, that is going to be awesome. Okay, so let's do that. And let me go ahead and just tape this down, which means I need to screw these back down. Let's see, and if Jaden is watching, what's that say? Make a GoPro. Yeah. Yes, sir. That is correct, Angel, and we will make all that possible. The cool thing about this is, I mean, you could literally do this with a bigger motor easily. The problem is getting the prop guards to work with a bigger motor. So I'm going to work on that as a project just to make sure. Come on, get in there. All right, so let me just get the damn dogs. Me and the dogs, we're gonna go cray cray. I had enough of that. Babe,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to kill one of them.
I'm getting
Huh?
beaten up by the cyclones.
Oh, is it cutting you?
Yeah.
Oh no.
One went right under my toenail.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Who would have thought lawn work would have been so dangerous?
Oh,
You're a trooper, babe.
no.
Keep up the good fight.
I don't want to do it.
Keep up the good fight. Laka laka.
I need like I'm gonna go get a jacket on, but do we have like a
It's 100 degrees outside. You have a what?
Like something good to cut them with.
We have scissors.
That's not gonna work.
Well, that's why they make like garden shears, which we don't have.
Will these work?
Babe, please don't put my tools away, please. You're scaring me.
I've been using the razor
Babe?
knife, but
Babe,
I'm
we'll
gonna
go
try
get
this.
garden shears from Home Depot.
I'm gonna try it. No, I'm
You
not
can't
gonna-
use a wire cutter, babe.
I'm committed now.
You're gonna be committed. Keep up this craziness.
Come on.
Here go my wire cutters, folks. If your wire's coming out looking whoppy jawed. Dustin, 4S. I wouldn't put 6S on this. These motors are going to zoom, so you'll be just fine with 4S, I promise. She pulls out my wire cutters. What will these do? I'm like, oh my god. All right. That looking marvelous. Okay, I hate to say this, and I'm really pissed that I'm going to do this, but I cannot function with these things on right now. So we're going to take them off until the build is done, because it's going to drive me nuts. They're just getting in the way of my fat fingers. At least we know they fit. The end result will look good, but good Lord, right now, I'm likely to break this thing. All right. Hey man, it is my pleasure. Thank you for trusting us to fix your stuff. I love doing the repairs, and I will continue to enjoy that part of it. That is really fun. I like the challenge of the repair, actually. It's a fun thing. All right, so we got this one, and we're going to just stretch this out a little bit more, add another piece of tape. Hold on. Sorry guys, but I may just totally change something here. Dustin, I apologize, but something's not sitting well with me. It just kind of caught my eye, so if you don't mind, please give me 1 second to really look at this, because I'm not convinced that I like the way this is going. I'm not comfortable with it, so hold on. So if this was to slip over, see, the problem I have is, and I hate to do this to you guys, I know that, but then again, it is my name on this, so the problem I have here is the following. Because of the narrow frame, now I've widened the outside frame to 4 mil, but the inside frame is still at 3 mil, right? Which, trust me, it's very strong. But the problem is, darn if I can find a pair of tweezers that work. Problem is that the wires are getting very close to the edge, and tape or no tape, I just feel like they could start rubbing on that edge. I'm not comfortable with that. So let me just see something here. I would be more comfortable like this, and I'm just going to see what it looks like. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go that route, guys. Sorry, but it's gonna be a last minute change because I feel like this will give me a little bit more protection with those wires. I also requested this company to make this specific for us, and they obliged. And I hadn't had a chance to test it yet. Now I'm curious if this would really work well. I don't know if I get these motor wires in here, but I had to make it at this size, which is most likely you won't find it in too many places at this size, but the problem is feeding this thing in here is like a pain in the butt. But I thought this would be super cool too. And you know what, it might. Let's see what we get. So I'm just gonna try this, Dustin. Just want to see how well it works. This mesh is pretty cool. Like I said, you usually see them on the much wider, but I really thought that this would be a neat thing to try. You're maybe the first one to try it on. If I can just find what the hell I'm looking for. This desk is getting very messy very quick. Oh well, let's just go for it. Have to burn that in so it doesn't open or unravel, I guess, but let's just see how this comes out. This could be pretty neat. Let me see. No, this may not. Looking at the size of it, it may not, but we'll see. Obviously, I'll have to burn this because you can see it all unraveling, but let me just see how it fits. I think the arms are too small for that. So getting back to this, let's just go back this route. The arms are a little too narrow. Would be a good choice, but a little too narrow is still going to leave some overhang, which I don't like. So let's just get this on here and go about halfway down. Flatten this out. Get our heat gun going. And last minute change, I don't think I want to go red, let's go black. And black's going to look much cooler on this frame. This may be too small, right? Yeah, all right. See if we can use a black tube instead. And make sure that this tube will get small enough to make it look really cool. Yeah, that's going to be much better. This will be great. Make sure to flatten it down. Make sure everything's in a straight line. That is what I'm looking to see. So now when I put this on, it's like that. See, that's just going to be so much better. It's going to sit better with the tape. It's a little long here, but I'm not probably going to mess with that too much. A little short, I mean. The top's a little short here, but what I can do is I will just double it right there and give it just enough room. So if we run this up, that's going to come out looking good. And I'll only be taping it in these two spots. No, I'm not going to extend that. So let's just do that and see what it looks like, okay? Sorry guys, I know that is not, there's a little delay in the build, but it's worth it. Now, let's cut this and make it just a tad bit longer. Just take right there. And now because it's no loose wire, I can just come from the top here just like that and pull it really tight, knowing the wires are not going to go over the edge. So this makes the entire process a little bit more secure. Let's do that. Pull that wire, pull that tape tight. Obviously I'm going to redo the front motors too, but I can get the back ones done right now at least. And I think we're going to go for this blacked out look. It's going to look pretty sweet, especially with the prop cards. All right, so let's do that and let's end that right about there. That looks much better. This is the long piece we just did, but that's about that much too long. So let's go ahead and do the next part. Hey, Paul. Paul, did you send your stuff in? I wasn't sure if you had mailed it yet, but I've got the stuff waiting for you when you're ready. Okay? Including the canopy and everything. But I want to say that you were sending it in. I just want to make sure I keep an eye out for it. And if you did, if you want to track it, that'd help me. Just let me know if maybe it landed already. And if it did, then I'll know to go through the boxes to find it. Although there are some boxes on my desk. I just haven't had a chance to look at them. I got some put on there this morning. Sam was kind enough to bombard my desk with a bunch of stuff. There we go. Okay, no problem. All right, so there we go. So we got this done now. This is going to look really, really cool. And we're going to bring that around and then just tuck the wires underneath. So let's go ahead and give that a shot so we can get an idea of what this is going to look like. If I do need to cut these wires down, I will. But again, I don't like to cut when there's just a little bit. When we're only talking about a little bit. I'd rather just fold them under and see what happens. So and if they don't tuck away clean, then we'll deal with it. So what we're talking about is taking the wires. Let's see what we end up with. I don't actually, these might be too long. Yeah. I'm just going to come straight over here just like this. So we'll go one, which is there. And then everything else, good rule of thumb is everything else is 5 millimeters longer. So if you cut one, extend the rest by 5 mil, and you should be able to get them all lined up symmetrically. Let's go ahead and pull this. Let's tin it. So then you just take the next one, go about 5 mil longer, which will put you right here. This is where it'll be different, is that we're actually going to start and we're going to overlap these. That's the intention here. So we're going to put one, just like that. I'm going to come over and put the other one, same way. Just like that. And we're going to come over and put the last one the exact same way. Basically just kind of layer them just like that. Okay, perfect. Then we will leave the wires and leave them all pulled up right here. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. So I'll leave it like that for now, and then we will get these tacked down when we're done. So there we go. All right. So I'm going to leave it like this because I feel like the wires are much more protected this way, and that only took 5 years to do. So let's see. What time we got? Perfect. I'm doing good. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, and let's get our 4th motor now. Let's get rid of all this trash. Alright, while I get this stuff put away. Okay. All right. Now, where is my last motor? If I ask my wife, she's going to yell at me, so I got to find this. So give me 1 second. Ooh, she's right there. God, I can't let her know. I don't know where I put it. Hey, babe. I need your help. Finally got to throw in the towel. Oh, never mind, never mind. It's all good. Got it. She'll never know. She'll never know.
Do you need me or you don't need me?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just gonna go die out there.
You're going to die?
Yeah.
Why? It's hot?
No, my skin. I'm like breaking out into like a rash.
Great.
Look at what they did to me.
With the sago palms?
Yeah.
Let me see. Ooh!
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Hey, step 10 feet back, please.
This one's not as bad. This arm, they really got this arm.
15 feet back. What is it, pointy?
Yeah, look at my hands. See
What's up, John Cobb? Ooh. Well, that'll teach you. That's Mother Nature telling you she's not happy with you.
I can't believe you decided to buy that drone instead of doing yard work.
Nobody believes you. Be quiet.
This hurts so bad.
Nobody believes you. Be quiet. Nobody believes you. Be quiet, please. Hey, thanks, man. These are 1106 3800 KVs, and thank you for the compliment on the frame. Dude, John, I think she's gonna murder me because, you see, my wife decided to sign up, like she's giving her cousin a baby shower, or throwing her a baby shower, whatever you call it. And now apparently our yard is not worthy enough of baby shower material, so we now have to do the yard work. And so I said, well, she goes, just ask Tim, who's the guy who does our lawn, what it will, if he could do this. And I'm like, do you have any idea how much that's going to cost? She goes, you know what? I'll just do it. I can do it. I'm like, okay, go ahead. No, we're going to be going to the hospital at this point. But you can't tell. Oh, she's right there. I got to be careful. I got to whisper. But you can't tell her that, right? You have to let her find out for herself because she's like Monica from Friends. It's like, you can't tell her she can't, hey, I don't think it's a good idea. Just gotta let her find out. So I'm letting her find out. I don't dare cross her. She's tall. I'll piss a tall woman off. All right, there we go. Cool. I'm liking this. All right, this is gonna be great. Hey, you are welcome. That would be my wife that packed and shipped on Sunday. Ooh, that's my son texting me. One of them. I don't know which one yet, but let's see. Be quiet, please. Yorkies, man, they're like those dogs, right? They like whine because you're not there. Then when you go to grab them, they haul ass because they don't want you to grab them. I'm like, look, I can't figure you out. I need therapy just so I can understand what the hell my dog's problem is. So right now, my dog whines. If I get up and go over there, and I'm like, hey, what's up? She'll haul ass. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then when I leave, she'll whine. Lo Mein, be quiet, please. Okay, let's tin these up. But I wouldn't have a life without dogs. It is so much more fun to have dogs in your life. Don't care how much they make you mad at times. They are the number one greet you when you get home animal. And they love you all day long. So, and I know, John, I know you feel me on that one. John, come on, man. I don't need bigger dogs. Uh-oh, I forgot. My son just texted me. I need to find out what he needs. Hold on. Apologize, folks. Give me 1 second. Brief intermission. My phone is right here. Now we'll just see what he's asking. My phone was right here. My phone isn't right here. Give me 1 sec, guys. That's my kid. Here it is. Nah, see, you know what, man? When your kids write you, like, my kids, they're just awesome. Hey, dude, love you, and hope you had an awesome day. See that? Awesome. Just to say, hey, Dad, hope you're having a great day. That is the bomb. I'm not getting a poodle, and I'm not getting bigger dogs. I have bigger dogs in the backyard, and I'm not getting a poodle. So just deal with that. Okay? Thank you, everybody, but no. All right, so there's our motors here. Everything looks good there. I'm happy with that. Front motors, we will go ahead and put the heat shrink on real quickly. And then this thing starts going together pretty quick after this. So, because we're not putting a bunch of extras on here, we are putting the Vista on here, but that's very easy to do. We're not adding a receiver because he's using a DJI transmitter. The only thing I want to do is make sure that we put the proper protection on these motors too. So let's do that very quickly, shall we? Hey babe, your dog is singing. What are you listening to?
Dateline.
Okay, can
I am. Oh my God.
yeah, okay. No, Dustin, the opening is going to be over Labor Day weekend. I'm very excited. I got to tell you that Julio and Jeff are like killing it right now, and they are the dynamic duo that has just been killing it. I'm going to also tell you that I'm really disappointed in a bunch of other people, contractors and crap, who literally just, I mean, they're so full of it. You know, I will be out there, man, nobody wants to work, man. All they want to do is tie up your day, get your deposit, and then, sorry, can't make it. So I'll tell you what, Julio has really come through, and his son Brandon, I mean, like, I got to give props to that guy. You know, Julio, he's a very proud dad. His son is an amazing kid that is in construction, who has stepped up to the plate and just, I mean, taken control. And if it was not for them stepping up, this wouldn't anywhere be ready. So anyways, Julio, Brandon, and Jeff, to you guys, man, very much appreciate your efforts. So there's that. Pretty awesome deal that we had going on there. Now, my wife and I, Sam's got her new inventory room, which is awesome. She's got about, let's see, we went 20. She's got about 1,500 square feet to sit and do shipping and stuff, and that's going to make her less crabby. And I say that hoping she doesn't watch this video, so let's not mention it again. But, they're getting her inventory section ready too, and she's going to be fenced in, so we know that she can't attack us. If she gets angry, she's got to do the code first, so that gives us time to run. She thinks it's to keep her inventory from getting stolen. It's for our protection. But you know, that whole thing is gonna be awesome. No desserts. We don't need anything like that. We just need you guys to show up and have fun. I'm excited to see how excited Jeff is. Jeff Hardy has just been like off the wall excited, man. I mean, it's so awesome to watch him come alive now. You know, he's like, this is what he lives for. This is what he loves, FPV, and I'm enjoying watching him get really excited about being a part of this entire process. So let's see what happens. See how much better that looks? I mean, like that is just a ton better, just like that. So I really do like that a lot. You know, I could easily change it to zip ties, which when I'm done, I'll figure it out. But as long as it's protected by that heat shrink, there should be no problem. So we're gonna see, but I do like the way this looks. So much cleaner, and I think much neater all together. Oh my God, there's one of my dogs just staring. That's Wonton. I don't know what she's doing, but she's up to no good, I'm sure. Okay. This will be the last one. What you doing there, babe? Oh, I'm in trouble tonight. I forgot to move the boxes. I'm in trouble. Y'all help me. Well, John, I don't know how long your convention is, but we're talking Saturday and Sunday. So if you can make it out, man, glad to see you. We're going to be playing. We're going to take some of our fleet of drones. I'm going to provide them to everybody to go play air tag, or basically a bounty. We're going to put a bounty on people like Ivan, and then if you knock him out of the sky, you win. So it's going to be like 5 people trying to attack Ivan. So Dustin, while you're watching this, check this out. So, I mean, the tape looks cool, but I mean, I really think this might be a cool look too. And since we're using heat shrink, I don't mind the zip ties at all then. And we could go with a blacked out look. I'm just going to put this one on here so that you can get an idea. I'm always, you know, trying to come up with new ways to make this look kind of neat. And to be honest with you, I think it might actually pop pretty good like this. But again, that's just me because that's me, and I have taste, terrible taste. I'm white t-shirt, gray shorts kind of guy every day kind of thing. So my wife says I don't have any ability to match or dress properly or anything, which she's right. So when it comes to stuff, I'm not the best at it. But I'm trying to think, like, if I was to put that there, I think that looks good. And put the other one here. I don't know, it's up to you. But I mean, I'm going to leave it on there for now just so we can get an idea, compare the looks, and see what you think. So you let me know. And I'll leave it on here for now until I see what you say. All right, let's put these down. Let's see what they say. You like it? You like the zip ties? Okay, cool. So yeah, I kind of like that look too. I'll tuck these underneath. I mean, they're not on properly, but I just want to get the look. So I'll go ahead and adjust it. Wait, hold on. Sorry guys, one more minute. This is my son again. Let me just see. Love him. Love that kid. All right, back to work. Okay, so y'all are going to see this kind of looking whoppy job, but that's because I want to see how that looked. All right, now that we're done here, let's go ahead and do a few other things now. So we know we're putting the Vista on. So what we're going to do, let's see how we want this to fit. That's going to look great like that. Okay, and we'll get our wires set. So let's go ahead and get ready with this. All right, so we're going to need ground. So go ahead and get our ground wires. You know what? I'll put them on the Vista first. Probably be easier.
Those wire cutters work perfect.
You're crazy. Thanks for ruining my tools.
They're not ruined.
They're not made to cut plants. But what do I know? I mean, like, what do I know?
Just speaking from experience.
Samantha?
Yeah.
Samantha, cut it. Be quiet. Sure that I have my wires set. See, it's kind of weird because they use the yellow wire to go to the TX in their diagram, but yellow wires also go to the RX, which is like the S bus. So I wish they would keep it consistent, but whatever. So in this case, they have the white wire being their TX going to the RX, and the yellow wire being their RX going to the TX, and it just doesn't seem to be consistent with how you'd normally do it, but looking good. All right, 1 second now. Let's get our syringe out. Time to give you a shot. From what I'm understanding, John, they are at a level 4, and if it continues, then the schools are going to shut down. So that's what I have understood it to mean, and I would expect that is exactly what's probably going to happen. So, needless to say, we'll anticipate that as what will happen there. All right, but that's what I'm keeping track of right now. Okay, so let's do it. We've got this wired, so let's get started on how we're going to connect these and where we're going to connect them. Right So we are going to take. Let's get these on here real quickly. All right. Let's see how we do here. That lines up perfect. Okay. Make sure everything else sits well. All right. Excellent. There we go. Hey, there's Jeff Hardy. What up, Jeff Hardy? How you doing, my brother? Damn, bro, Jeff Hardy, you're all over the place. Hold on, what is that? Fine job, Colorado. Be safe. Next week, having some fun. Club meeting, thanks. Bro, you just got so much done. I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait. And the good thing is I got my kids that weekend, so I'm going to bring them out there. It's just going to be awesome. That's going to be great. We're going to do all that. And it's just a big family event. I'm just so excited about it. So this is going to be very fun today. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Where the hell? There it is. All right, let's see what we got. We'll let that dry. Let that go. All right, now let's get our stuff. Where the heck? This table is filled with stuff. I don't need all this stuff. I need this stuff here. There we go. Let me get my top plate, wherever I put that to, just to see how everything's fitting, if I can find, here it is. Okay, so let's put these down. tell you what, if I could make that work, ooh, that'd be close. But I think that because of this low, let me see. Yeah, the question is this too low? That's going to be a tough one. Let's see. Yo, I gotta finish up.
Yeah. Leave at 6:15.
Yes, boss. I got you. Oh, it's so close, but no. What time is it right now? Hey, what time is it? All right. Hello. All right, so we're gonna go with the other one, only because we're probably about a little over a millimeter too tall with the stack. So I'm just putting these on for sizing. I've still got to put the 3D print and stuff. So that's gonna put us, that's fine, because that'll give us some room here. Yep, perfect. I think I'll increase the room, increase the gap between the Vista and the flight controller. That's my only thing I may change here. Oh, come here, give me that. And that's it really. Other than that, okay. So other than that, I think this build is going to be pretty much good to go for programming in a few. That being said, we will pause it here so I can go see my son's football. When we come back, we'll close this up tonight, get the build done, and show you guys what it looks like. So anyways, all right. So let's see. Dustin, you will be done tonight officially. Football practice ends at like 8 o'clock. I'll be back, have a little bite to eat, and then we'll come back for a late night completion of this one and get it all turned on, tested, and get everything ready to go. And then this should ship out to you tomorrow. All right, guys. We've got quite a few builds going on. We've got a lot of stuff going on. But again, give a special shout out to my kids, Ashton and Jaden. I love y'all very much. Cannot wait to see y'all. Jaden, I will see you at your practice here in just a short while. And to the rest of you guys, God bless, be safe, and most of all, don't forget, go spend time with your family. You never know how much time you have left, guys. Go make the most of it. You can fly later, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace, everybody.